Hey guys, this is Richard at Reefs.com. Thank you for joining us today in the Reef A Palooza 2025, and I'm here in the Reef Nutrition's booth with my good friend Chad Clayton. Chad, how you doing today?
Doing great, man. Good to see you.
First of all,
always
great to see you, and thank you for having me in your booth.
appreciate that. Yeah.
You know, I've been hearing this exciting rumor about a new blend of TDO. Can you let us in on that little secret?
Yeah, so we're actually looking to bring TDO into the freshwater market.
Really?
Yeah, so we currently have people using TDO in freshwater.
Right.
So there are people breeding cichlids and
Right.
angelfish, plecostomus,
Right, like even discus, right?
discus, yeah, a lot of the ones that most hobbyists are familiar with.
Right.
And we've got freshwater fish hobbyists that are using it currently on fish like bettas and tetras and barbs.
Right.
Some of the more common fish you would find in a freshwater pet store.
Right, I mean, that makes sense to me because, I mean, like fish in general, regardless if they're fresh or marine, they still require similar type of lipids and, protein contents and, nutritional profile.
Absolutely.
know?
Yeah. And so that quality of nutrition in the pellet, the good integrity, the good digestibility,
Right.
good feed conversion, when they eat it, they convert a lot of it into biomass
Right.
and use it in their metabolism.
Sure.
And so we figured, let's create new packaging
Sure.
for the freshwater world.
Okay.
And so what we've got coming is extra small and medium are
Okay.
going to be the two most common sizes we're releasing with brand
Sure.
new packaging.
Okay.
The reasons why we chose extra small and medium initially is because extra small is a great granule size
Right.
for some of the smaller mouth fishes like tetras.
Right, like neon tetras
And
such,
fighting
right?
fish, the Siamese fighting fish, the betta.
Right.
And then the medium size we chose because it's more appropriate for Central and South American cichlids as well as African cichlids.
Gotcha.
Because a lot of those fish get much larger than the tetras.
Gotcha.
And so those are going to be the two sizes that we're going to come out with.
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually once we start selling it and people are requesting more
Sure.
sizes, we'll start bringing out the other sizes that we offer currently in TDO.
Gotcha.
And so it's just going to be a great food for people in freshwater for, auto feeders and just a really nutrient-dense food that they can feed once a day to
Right.
their animals.
And then is there any difference between the marine version of TDO versus freshwater version?
So there will not be any difference.
Okay.
But we are looking to change the top dress formula a little bit.
Right.
Maybe add things like spirulina
Right.
and a probiotic bacteria
Oh.
for gut health.
Okay.
And we also want to do this for the saltwater versions of
Right,
TDO
right.
as well. But the carotenoid content will remain the same, so that
Right.
color enrichment, natural color enriching component will still be the same. And so that'll result in very rich coloration, especially in like the cardinal tetras, which
Right.
have all that red
Right.
in them, and some of the barbs, like the rosy barbs, gouramis, African cichlids. It'll really enrich the coloration in those animals.
Gotcha.
And it also, that carotenoid acts as an antioxidant. So it's
Right,
going to
of
be
course.
really good for overall health
Yeah.
and creating a more robust animal that's less susceptible to stress.
And I think it will be even excellent for a lot of the, bottom feeders like shrimps.
Absolutely.
Because I know freshwater, the shrimps are a big thing, and then I know they have a lot of different type of red type of shrimps, and all these, astaxanthin that's included with your food, and I think that will really bring out the colors of the shrimp as well.
Yes, absolutely. In fact, on the packaging, you will find that there are some of those shrimp, those common shrimp, the neoparadinid shrimp. I think that's the name of them.
Gotcha. Well, so the freshwater side is finally getting TDO goodness.
Absolutely. And we're also going to potentially create new packaging and labels for some of our concentrates.
Uh-huh.
And so things like fish eggs,
Yeah.
copepods, and brine shrimp. There's already people that feed plenty of brine shrimp to freshwater fish.
Yeah.
And so we're going to repackage, relabel some of those of our refrigerated foods for the freshwater world. We've already got people using them. Stores are feeding them.
Right.
The copepods in the roe and the beta brine. To barbs and gouramis and things like that.
Because copepod has a much better nutritional profile than, let's say, a brine shrimp.
Right. Yeah, and freshwater people should not have any fear of feeding this kind of food, even though it's from a completely different environment. I mean, in the saltwater world, we feed freshwater mysis shrimp
Right.
to our fish.
Yeah.
Seahorse breeders use it.
Yeah.
This is something that these animals would never come in contact with.
Right.
So, when it comes to nutrition, it applies to both worlds.
Right.
A lot of these things, like you mentioned, fatty acids, proteins, carotenoids. And also, we do add some salts to these products, but that will have zero effect on the freshwater system itself.
Right.
You know, because these are very concentrated and you'll be using very small amounts.
Right.
Every day or every other day, depends on your feeding routine.
Gotcha. Well, Chad, thank you so much for spending some time with us and letting us know what's going on in Reef Nutrition and how you are about to revolutionize the freshwater world.
Yeah, we're very excited. I can't wait. Yeah, we'll be debuting this food at the LA Pet Fair and Pomona in Southern California at the end of June. So if anybody's watching this, come see us at that show.
Right.
And then we will also be at Aquashella in September in New Jersey.
Well, thank you again, Chad, for this amazing reveal. And I look forward to more innovation from you guys down the road.
Right on, Richard. Thank you so much.
Thank you.